Hello, welcome to Cake House. I'm so excited today because we're going to be baking a sponge cake. Super moist sponge cake. Oh my god, you do not want to lose this recipe for anything. We have our eggs, we have butter, we have sugar, we have baking powder, we have our flavor here, and a mixer. We have our flour. Flour is coming, all right? Flour is coming. And I think that's basically everything you need for the sponge cake. Let me take it again. Butter, sugar, preservative, flavor, egg, flour. I mentioned flour already. And baking powder. I hope I'm right. Okay, so I'm also going to be dropping the link or how to get this recipe on the description section. Remember, you're just going to pay 1,000 naira to my account, and I'm going to send it to you via email or via your mail or whatever platform you want me to send it to you. You're just going to pay 1,000 naira, send the proof of payment to my mail or my phone number. They are all in the description section of this video, and you're going to get this recipe and enjoy it. Oh yeah. And now we're going straight up into the video. All right, so I'm going to take this out. We're going to be using a mixer to do this. So I'll put in my butter. People are asking what kind of butter are we going to use. I wouldn't like to promote any butter brand, but I love Topper, I love Taruna, I love Valido. They're really nice. Not saying others are not too, but I'm just telling you what I love. Thank you so much. Nobody's going to put me inside any form of trouble. Okay, so we fixed that. I'm going to be turning this for just 10 minutes. We're going to be turning with a ball mixer for just 10 minutes. So you start on speed 1 so the butter can incorporate very properly with the sugar. And then you take up the speed to speed 4 and then allow it to turn for at least 10 minutes. For at least 10 minutes.
You are sweet and you know it. You like a lolly in the pop. You make my heart beat fast. I should have known it. Should have stayed at you.
Alright, it's incorporated properly now. So I'm going to take off the speed 2, 3, 4, and I'll allow it to turn on speed 4.
Sugar, you give me, you give me, you give me, you give me sugar. CakeMania, sugar was, and I'm gonna win. CakeMania.
Okay, at this point,
and I'm
we're going to stop. And then just scrape in all of this. I want to scrape in all of this, and please, you have to remember to do this very importantly, because let me show you. Let me take it out and show you what I mean. Not all the butter is going to be incorporated. You see that? So you have to turn it manually before you take it back to the machine, so it can be properly creamed. So it can be properly creamed. So I do that, and at this point is where and when you add a pinch of salt. Did I say a pinch? You add one. You add salt. You add salt.
If I'm running, I wanna run with you by my side. No sugar, baby. Some sugar, not diabetes.
The full recipe is on my description section. All you do is send 1,000 naira, and I'll send it to you.
CakeMania, giving me something I want to touch it my way. CakeMania, CakeMania.
I was going to take this out again and still try to incorporate it very properly for the last time before we start adding other ingredients to it. So this is it. Very beautiful sponge cake. You would enjoy this, trust me. My mixer did a great job. Okay, so you can hear I had to turn that off. The next thing I'm going to be putting is the preservative. I like to use the liquid preservative, so I use alcohol for my preservative. I love to use liquid preservative. I'm just going to incorporate that properly. And the next thing I'm going to be putting down will be my flavor. You can use vanilla flavor. Let me give you one secret. Try not to use the... Okay, let me not spoil somebody's market anyway. But try to use exotic flavors, alright? Just try to use exotic flavors. At the cake shop, try to use exotic flavors. It will give you better results. Food, of course, is about the aroma. It will give you that result. It will give you that class. You don't want to overcream your cake. You don't want to overcream your cake. The next thing is the egg. I'm going to be putting the egg now. On this video, I have also dropped a link to how to make a red velvet cake. I've also dropped that link. Ooh, it's spilling. Okay, that's good. I've also dropped a link in this video on how to make a red velvet cake, a super moist red velvet cake. We are almost at the end of this, so we're going to be alternating the flour and the egg. If you remember, if you've watched the how to make the red velvet cake, you'd see where we alternated the flour and the yogurt. So in this one, we're going to be alternating the flour and the egg, all right? So this is just good enough. Remember that you're going to be adding your baking powder. So you add your baking powder. You add your baking powder to your flour to give you better results. You mix it there. So the next thing you do is to alternate this. But listen, in the red velvet cake recipe, we alternated and ended with the yogurt. But in this recipe, I'd like you to start with the egg and end with the flour. Start with the egg and end with the flour. So start with the egg and you just fold in. At this point, you're just folding in, no more mixers, just your spatula. Is this a spatula? Is this a spatula?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Oh, okay, a spatula. I always mix this up. I always mix this up. Maybe I'm just super excited about the outcome of this cake. I cannot just wait. And then the flour. Please remember to sieve your flour. You must sieve your flour.
When I'm thirsty, I wanna drink it. When I'm hungry, I wanna chop it. If I'm running, I wanna run with you by my side. No sugar, baby. Some sugar na diabetes. Some sugar na praying mantis. No sugar, no BTC. Oh, this love na and you forever. Oh, CakeMania, giving me something I want to call it.
Okay, so it's too small, so I have to definitely turn it into a new bowl. I should do the right thing at once. Just turn this in so I can incorporate it properly. Please don't make the mistake I just made to bake something too small to be able to handle it. Okay, this is just good enough. I have to scrape all of this. Hyperlapse. And you just fold in until properly incorporated. Fold in slowly until properly incorporated, and trust me, this will give you your amazing luxury cake. Hyperlapse. How do we end this? Alright, thank you so much for watching. I am waiting to hear from you. Remember, if you want to get the full recipe, just reach out to me on the description section. You have my number is there, my email address is there. You can find me where I hang out on social media. Just ask for the recipe. It's just 1,000 naira. Send with proof of payment, and I'm going to send the recipe to you directly. Thank you so much, and see you some other time. Love you so much.
And I'm gonna win.